it's Hope, it's Calvin, it's Marquis. Welcome to the Centen Community Ice Center for this ACHA Division III Nationals matchup between number 10 Calvin and number 2 Hope. Andy Petzinger here along with Andy Zilch. And does it get much better than Calvin and Hope?
You know, I think this is going to be one of those games where, you know, this is every game, but whoever makes the least amount of mistakes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, you know, very solid play top to bottom from each of these two clubs. You gotta keep your game simple and kind of feel out what's going on. And if you're the coaching staff, man, you see a line that's going good,
yeah,
you gotta really utilize that line, whatever it may be. I mean, we've seen two games here earlier today on this ice sheet amongst the D3 clubs, and there's been fourth lines, quote fourth lines, because I hate labeling that here at collegiate hockey. There's been some fourth lines that have been outstanding, and to me, better than some teams' second or third lines.
Absolutely, and both of these teams are coming off of victories, and their first day, Calvin a 3-2 win over Dartmouth, a goal with 1:53 remaining in the third period to break the tie from Drew Klomparens, his second goal of the year. What a time to pick it out. Game-winning victory over Dartmouth, and Hope came out on top against Sacred Heart with a 3-1 victory. Add an empty net on top of that, so they kind of came out of there by the skin of their teeth as well, and really had a handful with Sacred Heart that they weren't expecting.
Yeah, I mean, when you get a challenge like that you weren't expecting, it kind of tunes you up moving forward, though. You know, it's a lot easier to have a game like that where you're taking out your comfort zone versus a game where you blow by the opposition.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just say hypothetically they had a 10-0 loss. Well, they're probably going to come into this matchup a little too calm and casual and make way too many uncharacteristic mistakes.
Yep. And Hope is one of the top-tier organizations at the Division III level, a 3-time national champion, 2018, 2021, and 2022. They know how to win. They know how to be successful.
Yeah, that experience certainly carries over. Coaches are aware of that. And not just your own coaching staff, but the other coaches too. You know, those are guys that you're going to watch when you do your line combinations.
We are just about ready for the drop of the puck between these two Michigan native teams. Get your starting goaltenders forward today for Calvin. The victor from last night's game, Garrett Walker, on the regular season, a 7-2 record, 3 shutouts, a 196 goals against, and a 934 save percentage, sparkling for the man down to our left. And to our right, McLean Schick, 19 games played, 12-3-0-1 with 4 shutouts and a 171 goals against, 929 save percentage. So two goaltenders who have sparkling numbers and were brilliant when they were needed yesterday.
Yeah, and you know, too, I think that's a little bit of a credit to some of the guys in front of them playing as a defensive unit. Quick little side note here, I really like the support from each of these two teams. Calvin D1 team is also competing here in this arena as well. I think they're about halfway through their game. Yeah. So let's not be surprised if the Calvin side gets a little bit more full after that. I've seen a few times over the course of this tournament, we're still in day number 2, but when you have multiple teams that are here, those guys support one another. You love to see that.
Absolutely, and I know that before the game here, some of those Calvin guys were sitting over there watching the D1 team play against Adrian. We talk about having your hands full, goodness gracious.
Yeah, that's a good hockey club.
We get underway. We've already got a big hit from Joey Lugie in the defensive zone. He'll clear it out. Now Calvin controls in their own end. It's Luke McKinch again. He'll drop it off. Remersma lost control of it. There's a shot. They score! Taken away. Miles Redersma. The first shot on net for Calvin. A ripper goes glove side high, and Miles Redersma breaks the ice. Into Hope territory. They'll break it out to center ice, long cross ice feed. There's some wheels. Gabriel Gunnison looking back door for Onstop, but he wasn't able to get the shot off at first. Then was able to recollect the puck, turn around, get that one on goal, and in the full splits, Garrett Walker shuts the door. Kind of a broken play, but they made something out of nothing. Front, covered by Hope, however, and sent out of their territory. Now a hard forecheck here by Holtrop. Forces a turnover. He'll drop it off. Backdoor feed. The redirect goes just wide on the glove side. Great look there from Ian McDonald backdoor, and it was just redirected wide. Turn it back up with the hit. It's Onstadt. Or excuse me, that's Convertini. He'll spin away from a check, coming out to the point. Bull keeps that one in. Goes D to D for McKinch. His shot deflected off of a leg into the air. Up the wall, it's held in by Bull again, who then lays the boom on Babelos. Babelos has the puck now at center ice. Looking up ahead for Diker. Trying to get around his check of Bull, but Bull knocked him right off. 2 minutes, and Hope will head to a power play that has been brilliant for them all year long. In the regular season, running nearly at 60%.
Unreal. Such a good stat. I mean, I am dumbfounded that you get a statistic that high. And there's some teams here in the ACHA in general that have a even higher power
On-stop back door, wide open net. We're tied at 1. I think we would have at least 15 or 16 pucks just from today's couple contests.
I think he wants to go get a new curve on that. I don't know if he's got the Sakic and he should have had the Forsberg curve or what. But that thing completely shanked on him.
As long as it's not the coffee curve.
Oh, God. I could never play with that. I'd be shooting field goals.
Here's a giveaway for Babelos. He scores! Falling to his backside, Babelos put everything into it. Roof job, blocker side high. 17 seconds left. Calvin up by 1.
I mean, Hope has no one to blame for that but themselves.
2.5 minutes into the hockey game. Coming off the stick of Miles Reydersma, a giveaway in the Hope zone. He went glove side high on a mini breakaway. A power play answer by Hope. Backdoor feed from Jake Onstadt. Found big old Ashton Bull at the side of the net. He powered it home to tie it up, and just now, 17 seconds remaining in the period. Chris Babelos, on his way down to the ice, falling, was somehow able to get elevation on that and throw it top shelf.
Yeah, Calvin bookended this period with goals and 2 even strength ones, 2 plays, 2 opportunities that they created just by hassling the defense. So if you're Hope, you got to clean that up. You got to utilize the boards, the glass as best you can. That's your biggest friend right now heading into the second period. And for Calvin, well, continue to disrupt this defense. Yeah. And then in terms of 5-on-5, the early stages of this game was very difficult for them to kind of find their own. I think Calvin did, though, as you moved along through the progress of that first period. So for me, for Calvin, not really too many worries here. It's stay out of the box.
Yep, absolutely. We're through 20 minutes. It's 2-1 Calvin. We'll be back for the second period right after this. You're listening to the ACHA Division III National Tournament on Flow Hockey. Welcome back to the Centene Community Ice Center for period 2 between Calvin and Hope. Calvin takes a 2-1 lead here into the second period. Their Division I counterparts across the way are trailing 4-1 to Adrian with about 10 minutes left to go in the third period over there. Very good period for Calvin in the first. Capitalized on the few mistakes that Hope is most likely going to end up making in this hockey game. I'm willing to bet that Coach Chris Van Timmen went in the locker room and said, all right, fellas, let's lock it down.
That's crazy. 2 mistakes in your own zone and 2 goals allowed. You know, you generally get away with stuff like that once or twice, but to pay the price at its ultimate cost back-to-back occasions is a very tough pill to swallow.
Gets it to his stick through the neutral zone, over the line, walking to the slot, whiffed on the shooting attempt. Oberski rides his man into the corner. A bad angle shot, finds his way to Oberski. He scores! Keegan Oberski found the puck on his stick at the bottom of the circles, rifled it upstairs. It's 3-1. Calvin.
Top shelf, what a goal.
Here's Brett with it, looking to the middle. Gunnison trying to get that one on his backhand on net. Rolled off his stick, held it at the point here by Foston. He'll go D to D, walking in is McDonald, he scores! Ian McDonald cut his way to the top of the circles and let one fly. Hope with the power play goal. 3-2. Up to Brett. He goes cross ice, nice feed right onto the stick. There's a drag move to the backhand, great save made. The rebound is there and the whistle goes as heading into the net was Luke McKinch, who had a phenomenal rush.
Yeah, slick move. And you got to also give him credit, too.
Finds its way up the near wall and out to center ice. Steicher coming back the other way, 2-on-2. Trying to cut towards the middle, was knocked away there by McKinch. And chipped around, Holtrop trying to get towards the net. He does! He scores! What a play by Holtrop! He dribbled that puck with his stick, knocked it away from a check, cut to the net, through the 5-hole. We're tied at 3. Wrapped around, kept it at the point. Nice job there. Walking in towards the slot. Got knocked away. They score! Man, oh man, it was knocked away right to the stick of Babelos, who let it fly. A power play strike for Calvin. 4-3. Two power play goals on the day already for Hope. There's a shot. Oh, and a great save on the redirect from Ball in front, right at the top of the crease. Garrett Walker was able to get the shoulder on that and quickly cover up. As Onstad up top, he'll wait, walk it to the circles, try to shot. That one was stopped. Rebound, second save made. And then a third one was stopped as he was on his side. Great job by Walker to stay on top of it. Rebound. That one goes off the crossbar. Both teams back at full strength here. Out to the point, Gunnison with it. Spins away from one check. Gets it over to Holtrop. He shoots. That one goes off the glass. Wraps around and all the way back. Gunnison, a forward, is back here. Ray Dersma after looking to the man off the bench. There's a shot that went just wide. Tommy Postal with that rip. Philo in his own zone. Looking over his options, tried to find Yakunin, but went right into the stomach of Convertini. Good poke check there by Walker. Not allowing a good shot from Convertini. There's a shot again, right at the top of the circle, and Walker closes the paths together.
Where does he go? Right in
right
front
to
of
the
the
front.
net.
Here's Gunnison, cross ice, Onstad walks, shooting one, deflected wide, rebound, couldn't hack it in. It was a wide open side of the net and it rolled right off his stick. Wrapped around by Calvin and all the way down. It'll go the length for icing. Exactly 1 minute left to go. Faceoff will stay to the left of Walker. Once again, centers a little too early. We'll try it again. This one's won by Hope. Bounces to the near corner. Wrapped around the wall, goes right through Yeiter and all the way down. This one will not go for icing since Yeiter tried to play it. McDonald escapes one check, will drop it off. Here's Gunnison. He'll curl and drop it for McDonald, back to Gunnison, far side. He'll try to throw it in, it bounces around, Adams has it. He'll control, there's a wrist shot from Yeiter, that one goes wide. McDonald with it, 15 seconds left to go. Comes to Gunnison, backdoor feed, Adams, big save made! Garrett Walker came out to challenge, and now we've got a huge ruckus at the side of the net.
I think Walker misstepped there and kind of threw himself out of position. Managed to recover, though. And the biggest part of that, too, was he was able to smother the puck. If that one would have bounced off him, there would have been more madness in front.
Referee is talking to the Calvin bench. I'm not sure what for.
Line change.
Line change, okay. 10.6 left to go here in the third. Draw's going to be on the right-hand side. Onstad on the faceoff, up against Oberski. Both benches up. This one comes free. Oh, and a wrist shot right off the drop from Ashton Bull went wide. This one thrown towards the net. It gets blocked down. Final seconds tick off. Calvin wins.
That we've seen on this ice sheet so far.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What a hockey game. I don't know if stars of the game mean anything from us at all, but Chris Babelos, a 2-goal hockey game, 3 goals in 2 games to start out pool play. As Calvin celebrates with their fans.
And I'll give a nod for my star to the netminder, Garrett Walker. Cool as a cucumber when it was on his shoulders. And he was able to come up with some big saves here. I mean, how could you not be nervous in the last 3 minutes for anybody on the ice?
Yeah.
And that's for both sides.
Calvin improves to 2-0 in pool play. Hope falls to 1-1. We get our final day of pool play tomorrow. Calvin will be taking on Sacred Heart University at 11:45. Later on in the day, Hope will be on this slot, 8:45 against Dartmouth to wrap everything up.
That's a hot turnaround for Calvin.
That's a quick turnaround for Calvin, and they're playing up against Sacred Heart, who played Hope very, very strong in day 1, so they will have their hands full there. That will do it from us in the booth. We've got one more game tonight. It's going to be Grand Valley versus Purdue. We hope you stick around for it. For those behind the scenes, and Andy Zilch, Andy Petzinger here signing off. Good night, everyone.